Hiya folks, the old fossil here. This turned out to be a very difficult video to make because you need too many hands. You have to hold the camera and hold the lens and hold everything. But I discovered this cheap trick a long time ago when I got to be 60 and my eyes started to go. I wanted to be able to read the fine print. And it turns out that this video is called a TV microscope, but it basically is a cheap trick that works with any camera and any little convex lens. There's a cell phone demonstration in here too. It works with. The point is, the little lens has a very short focal length, like 22 millimeters, I think it was, and it costs about $1 from a hobby shop. Basically, it takes everything at that focal point, 22 millimeters in front of it, and spreads it out to cover the lens. And then the camera just makes that big so you can see it. There's several variations. I've made 2 or 3 of them. They all work. I'm not going to go into the science of how much magnification. I want to try to measure the magnification. My guess is it looks like at least 50. The bigger the screen, the bigger the image you can get. It turns out you want a small camera because when you get down to 22 millimeters, it's important to have enough light. And if the camera is too big, the image can't cover the whole lens. So you want a small camera, lots of light, and you want to mount it so that there's no shadowy obstructions of the light, so that you can get within 22 millimeters. Now, basically all you need, most modern TVs have some kind of provision for an auxiliary input to accept security cameras or VCRs or things like that. So you just need a TV with a small camera attached and it's a cheap little lens. And it works like this. It's great. Huh, okay, let's just give it a try. You see? I don't even know if that's pointed anywhere near right, but we're just going to try it. You can see what's on the screen. That's this little piece of paper here, which, if you can see, this print down here is teeny small. This is a little picture, says north on it. You can hardly read it. But you stick it under the magnifier, the microscope, like that. Come on, Paul, get it up there. There you go. There's the symbol for north. You can see the green in the paper. Goodyear, Arizona. And here's the phone number, 623 whatever. And that is just absolutely impressive. Now, all it takes to do that, let's get this thing over here and show you how it works. Get it untangled from itself. Where's the wire go? Oh, that's the fire. Okay, this is just a gooseneck lamp, or not gooseneck, parallel arm lamp that I mounted this little dingus on the front of. It's important to have enough light, so I was trying to get the light there. This is the little stupid lens and the camera. I made it removable or rotatable there. So this is the camera. This is normal mode, looking at me sideways. Okay, you see there? You see the TV back there. This is the little camera. Works sort of fine, but when you put the lens in front of it, it becomes a completely different animal. First of all, it's focused very close. The focal length of the lens is like 22 millimeters, so you got to get close. There, you see on the screen, 22 millimeters. But my God, I don't know what the magnification is. It must be something like 50. I guess I ought to measure that. We'll see if we can measure that. Okay, here's a picture of a ruler taking a picture of a ruler. The small divisions at the bottom of the red ruler are 1/16 of an inch. So the tape measure is extended about 8 inches, 9 inches. And this covers a ½ an inch on the ruler. So that's a magnification of about 18. It's not quite 50, but that's still pretty good. You would not believe how much trouble this has been, but I think it's going to work this time. Here's the pill bottle with fine print that I cannot read. If you put the cell phone up to it, you can sort of almost read it, but if you put the crummy little lens here, costs less than $1 in front of the cell phone, it gets to be big. That 125 milligrams was so small I couldn't even hardly see it. And there it is, full of life. Okay. So to summarize, this might be just a cheap trick, but it turns out to be very useful. You can leave it set up most of the time. Doesn't take much power, doesn't get in the way. It should work with almost any camera and any convex lens. The general ground rules are a shorter focal length will give greater magnification. A bigger screen will give greater. A bigger screen will give greater magnification, but of course, greater magnification is going to make it harder to light and harder to keep in focus. Thanks for watching.